better turn me. Nigga better turn me. Yeah, nigga better turn me. Yeah.
Hey all, Golden Boy here, and today I have the privilege of having my friend Edens Blue on the show today. How are you doing, Edens?
I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I just called it the show. I feel like such a douchebag, but that's funny. I feel like I'm on a podcast.
I mean, hey man, we're here discussing. Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Sure. Probably don't want to get super in depth with any one topic today, but with chapter 1049 out, people are wondering, is Kaido actually done? A lot of people are saying no, that Wano will still go on. I think I have to agree with them because we have a lot of mysteries yet to be solved. So I was thinking maybe today we could just explore a couple of them and I can get your thoughts on them. How's that sound?
Yeah, bro, I'm down.
Okay, perfect. So we could just start off first. How about with Zoro? I know everyone wants to talk about him, especially because it looks like he's dead. Obviously Zoro's not going to die. I'd be shocked. But do you think Zoro's going to be waking up this arc? Or do you think we're going to see any of his battle in his own head? What do you think we're going to see from Zoro? Or what do you hope we could see from Zoro?
Okay, so I guess I'll start by saying that I have been team Zoro gets back up and does something. I'm not saying I'm team ZKK. I'm not saying ZKK in the slightest. And you know, no diss to ZKK believers. Like, I just don't think it's happening. But I don't know. I've just always been of this idea that like it's just been hard for me to imagine Zoro wakes up post battle to find out they won. When everybody's gonna be cheering and celebrating or whatever, and Zoro's just gonna be kind of sleeping through all that. At least like that's the way I'm imagining it.
Right.
So I've always figured that, you know, what's going on with Zoro right now, I would hope that it has something to do with the whole Black Blade plot line, which has been kind of teased here in Wano, like around Act 2. And you know, I saw some theories going around before where some people are of the idea that like achieving the Black Blade may have to do with something that involves being close to death and being able to overcome it, which could lead Zoro to awakening his Black Blade. And if that's the case, you know, I would love to see that happen. And then, you know, if Zoro does get back up and is somehow able to do like one more like big attack or anything in that kind of realm, I would imagine it's probably for like the world government ships or the soldiers that are gonna try and move in on Wano if Kaido is down.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for Zoro to do some fuck shit here. I think I agree. I think he's gonna get up. Personally, I love the idea of him 1v1ing Kuina in the gulag here, because it's his last chance to ever fight his childhood rival. So if he's actually dead, it'd be really cool to see him do that. I doubt it, but it'd be so cool.
The Kuina jokes have to stop. Let Kuina rest in peace.
all right, fine.
Man.
But yeah, no, it does kind of make sense that Zoro would get back up. And with you know, Luffy kind of died and then came back. We see sort of a theme there. We could see Zoro die and come back as well. He cheats death, come back again. Now, what about the other side? What do you think Sanji's going to be doing the rest of this arc? Because he's already up. He's alive and kicking. And he's just chilling with Osame.
Okay, so a lot of basically what I said for Zoro, because I think we used to discuss it in the past, but you know, I've always been on the boat that like Sanji was gonna have some kind of interaction with CP0, specifically like that the last member prior to this chapter before he kind of just like ran off of Onigashima.
Right.
So it looks like that's probably no longer happening, but you know, I'm kind of in the same boat with Zoro, and pretty much if Zoro does nothing, then I see maybe Sanji kind of like taking charge, because it looks like Luffy might be down for the count if this fight with Kaido is over and the world government tries to move in. So potentially we'll have like Sanji taking charge like how he normally does whenever like, you know, Luffy isn't around, and leading the charge to defend Wano against the world government soldiers that are going to try and like annex Wano. So like that's kind of where I'm leading with that.
Right.
And that's you know, it's a lot of ifs, but you know, it's if the world government steps in on Wano, if Sanji is healed up enough with his healing factor to get back up in shape and do something. Because he's been like resting for a while now.
A couple follow-ups on that. So Sanji's power-up actually is pretty epic. It's not flashy. Like, I wish it were Conqueror's Haki, but low-key, this is probably a better power-up for him anyway, because we got the healing factor and the durability. And if he can turn invisible, doesn't that mean he's moving faster than light? Is that... maybe science people can hit me up on that. But this is a pretty sick power-up that he's got here. I hope we don't have to wait till the next arc to see him do some more, but... who knows? Zunisha might be the one to knock out the world government ships. You also mentioned that CP0 agent that ran away. I was on the same boat with you. I thought Sanji was going to take him out. Why do you think the CP0 agent ran away? What's he supposed to be running from? He's got Sun God Luffy, but I don't know. Luffy and Kaido are going to just kind of kill each other, aren't they? So what's so scary for the CP0 guy to move?
I think he's just following the orders that we saw like Rob Lucci give chapters ago, where it was like, yeah, if Kaido loses, prepare to move into Wano. If it looks like Kaido's gonna win, at least make sure you got Robin. Well, in this situation, we know they clearly don't have Robin.
Right.
So it looks like, based off the CP0 guy's reaction, he knows that this clash with Luffy and, again, assuming the fight with Luffy and Kaido is over, it looks like the CP0 guy kind of was like aware that, all right, this is the end of the fight. Let's see what happens here. And if, Kaido does somehow happen to go down, then let's move in and do it, because, it's pretty much, the CP0 agent, he's pretty much well aware that Big Mom went down. So like maybe he's of the mindset that like, okay, so this is possible. Like, one Yonko is out of the fight, so we could potentially get Kaido out of this too. And if that happens, we need to be ready to react. And that's what I'm thinking right now. The second option would be, he's just kind of getting ready to like get out of there and retreat, which will lead to like the Straw Hats' new bounties.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They have somebody to report the bounties. The other thing about him retreating is that means that he takes it that Luffy just beat Kaido. So that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
But he seemed pretty quick to get the hell out of there. He jumped off of a floating island into the ocean. So it makes me wonder if they're going to try to Buster Call Wano or something.
Did he jump into the ocean, or did he use the little Geppo stuff and kind of like fly away?
Oh no, he's flying away, but I mean he's jumping like to the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's a giant elephant out there, and that looked more welcoming than staying on this island with Kaido. So it makes me think that either the world government is about to do some really bad stuff to the land of Wano, to annex the land of Wano, or maybe he's running from something on the island, which kind of brings me to one of the points that we heard. I think it was one of the anime directors or something. They say that when the real final villain shows up, what do you take that to mean? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the real final villain?
Yeah, I think it was apparently like said in an interview with one of like the anime's directors or something like that.
Yeah.
Based off like the dialogue or the translations of the dialogue, it kind of implied that like Kaido was not the final villain of Wano. Which is kind of crazy to imagine, because we're already in like a 140 plus chapter arc at this point. I'm spitballing a number there.
Right.
But like, based off what we have, I can only imagine that it's the world government. Like I don't know if he means like a singular individual, or like an entity, like an entity, like a group. That being like the world government soldiers that are waiting right outside of Wano, ready to move in. I would assume that it has to be that, meaning like, okay, once they beat Kaido, it's not smooth sailing yet. They still have that problem to worry about. So I guess the question then comes like, okay, how are they going to deal with this? Is it Zunisha? Is it like we said, Zoro getting back up? Is it Sanji? Are the alliance members able to hold their own despite it all being like severely injured? Just a lot of questions here right now. I know there's some people who think Kaido is gonna get back up and fight the world government soldiers himself. Like, I guess after like realizing Luffy is Joy Boy, I've seen that get thrown around a lot.
Right. Yeah, like Luffy tames Kaido almost.
I don't want to say
befriends Kaido.
I don't even want to say befriend. Honestly, it's just like, you know, Kaido realizes Luffy's Joy Boy, and then you know he just I don't know. I guess he does what he does with that and believes Luffy's the one that's gonna change the world.
Right. If you want to get saucy with who the real final villain is, and I always do, we could throw some tinfoil suggestions out there. I'm never gonna eliminate Shiki from any discussion. No, it's not gonna be Shiki. I could pray.
I mean, I'm not mad at you for thinking Shiki. Like, I used to be like really ecstatic about the idea of Shiki somehow getting in on this whole the Return of Rocks thing happening, like pre 2020, when like the raid was like still fresh, still early.
Right.
But yeah, like that ship has sailed in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not actually feeling Shiki. However, something interesting to consider would be, you know, when Luffy lost and then Joy Boy came back. Maybe we're gonna see something similar with Kaido. It's like Kaido's gonna lose, but then his awakening isn't gonna be Kaido. It's gonna be Seiryu or Beast Seiryu. I don't know. You know, something like that. I could see that being a real final villain. So then it'll be Joy Boy versus just evil or something like that. Another crazy idea, which I just thought of a second ago, is we know that Zoro died, quote unquote. He might come back and he's gonna be battling with this Grim Reaper in his head. Maybe the skeleton's gonna be possessing Zoro for a little bit. It's like the real final villain is Zoro. There's no way.
Oh wait, so you think Zoro's dead?
I think Zoro's dead in the same way that Luffy was dead. You know. I'm not
gonna lie to you. I think Luffy was just straight up dead.
I think he was dead for a second.
Like dead in the sense of, okay. So here's what I mean. Dead in the sense of, because like I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, you're technically considered dead like once your heart stops beating. And I think that was the case for Luffy. I think like temporarily for just a couple minutes there, his heart just straight up stopped beating.
I agree.
Whereas Zoro's, it might just, to me, I don't know. It's just speculation. I think Zoro's is probably like just a very faint, slow heartbeat.
Yeah.
To where it's like, yo, are you alive? Like, because like, you know, clearly Frankie is still like, you know, carrying him around. Like Frankie thinks Frankie's not even sure based off his dialogue.
Right. Yeah, it reminds me of like Sasuke vibes. Like, you need to die just once, and then out comes Joy Boy with the curse mark.
Oh my god.
Look at this. We got off topic and even got to Naruto. I think this is a pretty good discussion. We might want to wrap it up here, unless you have any final thoughts.
Nothing major. I'm just like very hesitant to be, and again, I'm not knocking the idea that this fight isn't over, but I'm very hesitant to jump on that ship yet, because I don't want to be sitting over here like during this 2-week break expecting like, oh yeah, this fight's definitely not over, and then come to find out, oh no, it's over, and then just kind of be upset about it.
It's like that's a weird time to take a break week, huh?
Yeah. I'm leaning towards the idea that this fight is definitely over, but if it's not, you won't hear me complaining.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll have to just see what happens next week. I would love to get that next chapter.
Hey, we're almost there.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'll get this edited down. We'll see how long it ends up being. But I appreciate having you on.
Anytime, bro. I enjoy the discussions more than anything.
Of course. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Be sure to follow Eden's. He makes some good stuff. He's got a good bank of old theories, too. He's very well thought out. Hit him up on Discord, too. He's just the encyclopedia of One Piece. So it's always a pleasure to have the boy on.
I was about to say, I haven't been posting like a lot much recently. I haven't just been busy, you know, busy with life stuff right now.
Right.
But like, you know, I'm still down to talk One Piece with the homies whenever they need me to talk.
Of course. Well, I appreciate it. Everybody have a good night or a good day whenever you're watching. Smash that like button and that sub button for both of us. And stay golden. Thanks for watching.